Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get right into this video. So today we are going to be doing something kind of simple. This is my first video back since my New York trip. If you guys have been watching my last videos or live streams, I talked about that I was going on a trip to New York and now I'm back from that trip, and so this is the video that we're doing. I wanted to do something very simple today. I just did not have the energy to be doing too much, and we're just gonna get right into it. So first of all, I'm gluing on the nail tips, and then once I finished putting them on, I realized that I didn't put on a peel-off base coat. So I just put the peel-off base coat over my whole nail with the nail tip already glued on. Luckily, it still worked. Like, I was able to pop these off still. As I started, I knew I was forgetting something because it was just, I felt like I was starting so quickly. But anyway, I didn't even do nail prep on these nails because I literally just took off the New York nails that I did, my short charm nails. I literally just took those off and I kind of fixed up my nails a little bit. So I already did nail prep like the day before I filmed this. So they didn't need that. So I just skipped that step. And for these nails, I was debating whether or not I should make them short because I didn't really feel like sitting here for too long to do these nails, and shorter would have been easier. But then I don't know, I just kind of felt like doing them long. Like I just wanted some longer nails. And I also thought that the design would be simple. So I felt like it was going to be cute with long nails. I did the nail tip prep. I didn't use my e-file because it wasn't plugged in and I was too lazy to plug it in. So we just did everything with the hand file. I removed the shine from the nail tips. I tried blending them in a little bit more, like with the natural nail as well, but not too much because I did put on the peel off base coat. So I'm not trying to file that away. And then we're going to add on a layer of base coat over all the nails. But for this design, we are doing, it was a viral type of nail trend, I don't know, maybe like a year ago. And here I am just now doing it. So I think it's called the glazed donut nails. I don't know, something like that. But it's basically just like a simple base with a pearlescent chrome over it to make them look glazed. And I just had the urge to do them. So I was like, let's just do this design. It's simple. I also really wanted to try this design because, like I said, it was viral and I never did it, but now I want to do it. So we're gonna get started on the polygel. I'm using this Makartt polygel that I always use. It's just my favorite base color. I'm sorry, it just is. I use it all the time, I know. And we're just making all the nails this one color. You can also do this design, because these are gonna be French tips, you can also do this design with a white polygel as well. Like, make the almond type of shape with the nude, and then you can fill in the tip with the white polygel. So basically you're making the French tip out of polygel only and not drawing them on. I used to do my French tips like this all the time. Like, I never drew on my French tips. I thought drawing them on was harder, but turns out, like, with a little bit of practice, I find that drawing on the French tips are actually much easier. Making them out of polygel is just a bit more time consuming, but in the end, it's like, it feels really fast because all you have to do is like shape them and then top coat them and then you're done. So I don't really know. I guess it's up to preference. And I'm just using one large bead of polygel for all the nails. I just put it down the middle of the nail and then work at the cuticle area first. I kind of make sure to thin out the polygel, push it as close to the cuticle as I can, but making sure that there's that little gap so it's not touching my skin. And then I just basically smooth out the rest of the nail. Like, I drag off all the polygel towards the tip and then I take off all the excess. And then with the excess, I usually put it back in the polygel tube. Like, I just put it on top and then like suction it back in. Or sometimes, kind of rare, I'll put it on the next nail that I'm working on. Normally, I don't like to put the extra polygel on the next nail because it feels like more work. Like, I have to blend in that extra polygel with the new polygel that I'm gonna add on, and it just, like, blending those two together, it just makes it more work. It's harder to smooth out the nail. So sometimes I don't do that. I just put it back in the tube. Or if it's like kind of a small amount, I just wipe it off on the napkin. I don't even save it. I'm sorry. But like, I feel like the easiest application is to just put on a little bit of extra polygel and then take off the excess. I feel like it just smooths out so much easier that way. Okay, so once all the polygel is on the nail, I know this is like going by so fast, but honestly, I think this nail set literally only took me like 2 hours. Maybe 3. So we're gonna get shaping these nails, and while we're shaping, I guess I'll tell you a little bit about my New York trip. I'm not gonna, go into too much detail because then I'll be talking for way too long, and I know some of you might not come here to hear me talk. I'll probably do a live stream soon, hopefully, where we can really talk about the whole trip and my experience. But basically, first things first, the airport process. If you guys remember, I was talking about how afraid I was of that, and I was just so nervous to like what do I even do in the airport? I don't even know. And I was by myself too. I was so nervous. I watched so many videos. I watched so many TikToks because I didn't know what to expect. It was my first time going to the airport. It was so easy. It was so easy. I was like, oh, is this too easy? So I checked my bags. I went through security. Security is so scary, by the way. The security people are just they're mean, which I get it. They weren't mean to me, by the way, because I wasn't doing anything wrong, but they just had such a mean, scary vibes. So I went through security really easily, and then I found my gate, and I was like, oh, well, this is it then. I'm just sitting at my gate. And then I go on the plane, and I did not know what to expect when I got on the plane. I was really afraid of motion sickness because I can get motion sickness very easily, but luckily it wasn't too bad. It was mostly when you take off. That was the only part that I got a little motion sick, but other than that, my ears kind of popped, and that was kind of freaky. And then I just couldn't really look out the window a lot either because that was also making me feel really disoriented, especially when it was over the water, and the water and the sky were you couldn't tell where the sky ended, I get off the plane, finally see my best friend. It was so fun. That week was just so fun. It was such a good week. In the beginning of the week, we did so much. I feel like we were kind of getting tired at the end of the week, and we did less and less. But yeah, I miss my best friend, and I want to go back already. But now that I figured out the airport stuff, I could just go back all the time. I can't be too annoying, but I could. We were in Long Island, and Long Island is just beautiful. I love Long Island. It's just so calm there. But yeah, that was an awesome week and a really good vacation. The second time when I flown back, it was all so easy. Honestly, I feel like I couldn't have asked for a better airport experience. And then I got home, and then I was just so tired from that week. I literally took 3 days doing nothing. And then finally I was like, I need to work on a video, which I'm kind of surprised I even did, because sometimes when I take breaks, I will take months long breaks. So I'm kind of surprised I'm here right now, but good for me, right? So after we're done shaping, I'm wiping off all the nails from all the dust that might be on them. And now we're gonna get started on these French tips. So I'm just making some white French tips. I start off with a guideline of how long I want that almond shape to be, and then I start at the corners of the cuticle areas, and this is gonna determine how skinny you want that almond shape to be. So I just do it at the corners, and then I kind of just taper them in until I get that rounded shape I want. And then once the outline's done, I fill it all in with the white. I kind of fix it up if it looks a little bit weird, because I feel like you can really tell if you like the shape of it after you fill in the tip, because you can actually really see what it looks like, and it's not just the outline. So I'm just doing that for all the nails. But yeah, like I was saying, so after I got back, I was so tired, surprisingly filmed a video, and then I got allergies. I have recently been getting allergies. I've never had allergies before in my entire life, and all of a sudden, a month ago, I got allergies. What? Someone explain, where are the allergies coming from? Because I've never had them before. I thought I was getting sick, but it never gets worse. Everyone's telling me this is allergies. If I sound kind of sick right now, it's just allergies. And then also I was kind of losing my voice. I'm sure all this talking isn't helping that, but it's fine. But yeah, I'm just really happy that I'm working on a video right now, because past patterns, as you guys may know, it's a big deal for me. But I really don't want to lose that routine. I'm just trying to keep myself disciplined. Okay, so back to the nails. So for these French tips, I remember a year ago, I was going through this phase where I just could not do French French tips. Like I would have to take so many attempts to do them. And I don't know what happened. Like something was wrong with me making French tips. I just couldn't do it. And when I did do them and then figured it out finally, like they just didn't look that good. So I'm pretty sure finally though, like I'm out of that phase. I don't know what was going on. I didn't know that could happen, but luckily these French tips weren't too much of a problem to do. So after I finish them, we're gonna do the pearlescent powder over them. So to add on this powder, I just put on a layer of top coat, and I was kind of unsure how long to cure the top coat because honestly, this chrome powder confuses me. There's ways to do it where you only cure the top coat for half the amount of time you're supposed to cure it, but like in the past I've cured the top coat fully and it still works, so like that's why I'm confused. So for these nails I did a little testing. So I normally cure all of my nails for 30 seconds. That might be like too little, but it just works for my nail lamp. I found that curing these for 30 seconds is good enough. The chrome sticks to it well, and so I don't have to worry about like only curing it for 15 seconds or whatever. So I just cured them for 30 seconds and it worked. So that's why you can see me doing these nails like one by one, because I was like testing it out instead of doing all the top coat at once and then putting all the chrome on. But yeah, if you're having trouble with chrome application, test out the different times for curing your nails. So if you cure your nails for 60 seconds, try 30 seconds. Maybe 30 seconds might be too long. Try 15 or 20 seconds. It's kind of trial and error because you hear different things from everybody. So you have to just like test it out. Okay, so we got all the chrome on and now we're just gonna top coat all these nails. Like that's literally the nail set. I'm not adding anything else to them. I was thinking about if I could add anything else, but honestly I was like, let me just keep these simple. That's what I wanted from the start, so let me just see it through and not do too much. And when you're top coating like pearlescent powders or chrome, make sure you have a specific top coat just for that, because you will get like specks in the top coat. So this top coat I'm using, it's like kind of old and kind of empty, so I literally had to like dump the top coat out on top of the nail to get any out of it. It was good enough. That's all I needed it for. It's so tempting though to just use my good top coat because it's like full and it's a good top coat, and so like I just want to use that, but also like I don't want to ruin it, so I refrain. And now we're just gonna add on some cuticle oil. This is my cuticle oil that I got from like Sally Beauty like a long time ago, like 4 years ago when I started my channel. And this thing is not even like halfway empty. It's kind of crazy. I think it was only like $8 too, or $5, I don't know. But here are how the nails turned out. Let me know what you guys think of this nail set in the comments. I'm so happy with these. These are so cute. Like they were so cute. I was like, I want to do my other hand. And so I did, but I didn't show you guys because it was just for me. But I did my other hand and I did a Gel X version because it was going to be way way faster. I think that only took me like maybe 2 hours as well, maybe a little less. I actually had 2 hands done and it was really nice, but I only kept them on for like a day because one of the Gel X ones popped off and I was like, okay, I'm not dealing with this, so I just took them all off. But they were so cute, and I feel like if you're a beginner and you like this simple design, if you don't want them to be long, just shorten them, do a short version, and it's such a cute design. Trend is a little bit old, so some of you have probably done this already, but let me know if you still like this design, and if you haven't tried it, let me know if you would try it, because I actually recommend it. Like, it's so simple, and if you like French tips, like, this is just another way to take the French tips to a new level. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm sorry it was kind of a short one. Thank you guys so much for watching though. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye!